Stop for a moment. Stop scrolling. Stop distracting yourself. You are not here by accident. Every moment of your life, every step you've taken, has led you to this very point. And now, God has orchestrated everything to bring you to this extraordinary revelation. What you are about to hear is not just a message. It's a sign. From today forward, you will never be the same. The struggles, the uncertainties, and the burdens of worry that you've carried until now, they're about to be replaced by a new reality, a life full of abundance and wealth that will never end. Do not ignore this sign. What you're about to discover could be the beginning of your definitive transformation. If you're ready to unlock the secret to a life of purpose and fulfillment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Stay with us, because you don't want to miss the next steps that will change your life forever. If you continue to chase after conventional jobs, positions, and security, you might find yourself living a life that is far from your true purpose. The world teaches you to chase stability, but that stability could very well be a trap, a false sense of security that prevents you from pursuing your divine calling. If you only focus on what others expect of you, you might end up sacrificing your dreams and your true self, living in fear of tomorrow instead of embracing the abundance and peace God has planned for you. Most people live their lives constantly chasing after something, whether it's a job, a salary, a title, or a sense of security that always seems to slip through their fingers. They rush to find their place in the world, like pieces of a puzzle that never seem to fit perfectly together. But you, the chosen one, were not created for this endless race. God did not design you to simply chase after fleeting things, but to stand out, to be a reference point for others, to follow a path that transcends what the world deems important. When God says, "Don't look for work," it doesn't mean you should sit idly by, inactive and complacent. No, it means you should stop chasing after things that are not meant for you, things that take you away from your divine purpose. Many people mistakenly equate their work or job with their value in life. They believe that their position in society defines who they are, but God tells you something different. You are not your job. You are your purpose. What is that purpose? It's unique to you, just as the path that God has laid out for you is one of a kind. Before you were even born, this divine plan was already written, aligned perfectly with your talents, passions, and spirit. Your purpose is not something you need to go searching for externally. It is within you. Discovering your purpose means moving from a mindset of seeking to one of finding. When you're constantly seeking something, whether it's a job, recognition, or external validation, you're often driven by fear. Fear of not being enough or fear of not having enough. But when you shift your focus to discovering your purpose, you stop, listen, and allow yourself to be guided. No longer will you be trapped by the fear of not measuring up. Instead, you'll find clarity, direction, and the confidence to step into the life God has designed for you.
Discovering your divine purpose means abandoning the mindset of always seeking and embracing the mindset of finding. Many people live in a constant state of looking for the next opportunity, the right job, the perfect relationship, or the elusive success they feel they need to achieve. This constant search often leads to frustration and anxiety. Because the more you seek, the more you realize that what you're chasing may never fully satisfy you. You end up constantly moving, driven by the fear of not having enough or not being enough. But when you shift your focus to discover your true calling, you stop running and allow yourself to listen, to pause and hear the voice that's been quietly guiding you all along. This is where the transformation happens. It's not about rushing to fit into a predefined role or adapting yourself to a system that doesn't honor who you truly are. Instead, it's about aligning yourself with what God has already set out for you, a path uniquely designed to bring out the best in you. Your divine purpose is not something that can be found in a job listing or a corporate ad. It is a truth that is revealed within through your spirit, your talents, and your deepest desires. What does it mean to discover your purpose? It means recognizing that what you're truly called to do is not something that can be forced or manufactured through external validation. It's something that is inherently yours, something that aligns perfectly with your gifts, passions, and strengths. When you stop searching for what you think you should do and begin listening to what your heart is telling you, you start to see that your purpose was always there, waiting for you to recognize it. Instead of endlessly seeking external markers of success, you find yourself more focused on developing what's within you. The The world tells you that success requires sacrifice, struggle, and relentless effort. But God's plan is different. It doesn't require you to chase after something that isn't meant for you. When you embrace the discovery of your purpose, doors open without struggle, opportunities come effortlessly, and you begin to live a life of true alignment with who you are meant to be. The more you trust the process of discovering your divine purpose, the more you'll realize that the journey is not about constantly seeking, but about finding peace in knowing that everything you need will come to you in its own time. You are not here to chase. You are here to lead, create, and impact. And the moment you stop seeking, you'll find the life you were always meant to live. The world often leads people to believe that stability and security come from a steady job, a fixed salary, or a predictable routine. Society pushes the idea that we must chase after material wealth and a secure future in order to feel successful and fulfilled. However, this kind of stability is often an illusion, a trap that keeps you stuck in a cycle of endless striving. While many people race to achieve these conventional forms of security, the truth is that God has a different plan for you, a plan that goes beyond worldly possessions, money, or titles. God did not create you to merely survive from paycheck to paycheck or to live in fear of what tomorrow may bring. You were not born to live a life dictated by the pursuit of wealth or the pressures of societal expectations. You were born to thrive, to live abundantly, and to experience the kind of wealth that is not bound by time or human effort. The wealth that God offers is not just financial. It encompasses peace, purpose, fulfillment, and joy that flow continuously in every area of your life: relationships, health, opportunities, and personal growth. When you chase after material stability, you're often chasing after something that is limited, temporary, and ultimately unsatisfying. Money, while important, is finite. No matter how much you accumulate, it will never bring the lasting happiness or sense of fulfillment that you seek. On the other hand, the abundance that God offers is not limited. It is an inexhaustible flow that touches every part of your existence. This divine abundance is not confined to money. It extends to the richness of your relationships, the strength of your health, the depth of your personal peace, and the countless opportunities that align with your true purpose. God's plan for your life is not about accumulating wealth for the sake of wealth. It is about trusting in Him to provide what you need when you need it. It's about recognizing that your value is not defined by the size of your bank account or the title on your business card, but by your ability to walk in alignment with the purpose He has set for you. When you stop chasing after what is not meant for you, you begin to experience true security. A security that is not based on fleeting circumstances, but on the unshakable foundation of God's promises. Living in alignment with God's plan means stepping out a race that the world wants you to run. It means trusting that the doors will open at the right time and that everything you need will be provided to you at the perfect moment. The more you focus on discovering and living your divine purpose, the more you will realize that true wealth is not something you accumulate, but something you experience as you align yourself with God's flow. The abundance God offers is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It is not the result of your struggle, but the outcome of your obedience. When you live in faith, trust, and alignment with your purpose, you will find that wealth and security come not from external forces, but from within, the peace, the joy, and the sense of purpose that guide you every step of the way. True abundance is not about surviving. It is about thriving in the fullness of God's plan for you. Discovering your divine purpose is not an immediate process. It's a journey that requires patience, trust, and a deep connection with God. To truly step into the life you were meant to live, there are practical steps you must take, actions that will guide you towards understanding your purpose and aligning with God's plan for you. These steps are not about forcing things to happen or trying to rush through life stages, but rather, they are about intentionally opening yourself to God's guidance and allow His plan to unfold in its perfect timing. The first step in discovering your purpose is to listen with intention. Listening is not just about hearing, but about creating space to really tune into the quiet voice of God that speaks to your heart. In the midst of the chaos of life, it can be easy to overlook this divine connection. But when you take the time each day to reflect, to pray, and to focus on God's presence, you start to hear His voice more clearly. You might not receive all the answers at once, but in these moments of quiet reflection, God often reveals His plan for you little by little, guiding you with small nudges, intuitions, and feelings that point you toward your divine path. Creating time for intentional listening is key. This is not about being distracted or multitasking while you pray or meditate. It's about dedicating specific moments each day to silence the noise of the world, to disconnect from external distractions like social media and constant digital notifications, and to open yourself fully to God. In these quiet moments, write down your thoughts, insights, and any feelings that arise. This practice of reflection and journaling helps you to stay connected to the divine messages that may come gradually and quietly, yet powerfully. The second step is to watch for signs. God communicates with us in many ways, often through people, events, or even seemingly random situations that hold deeper meanings. You must learn to observe these signs and see beyond the surface. For example, an opportunity that seems to come out of nowhere might actually be a door God is opening for you, or a person who enters your life at just the right time might be a messenger sent to guide you. Even something as simple as a repeated number, a symbol, or a coincidence could be a divine nudge telling you to pay attention. Being able to recognize these signs requires sharpening your observational skills and learning to trust your intuition. It's important to ask yourself questions like, what is God trying to show me in this situation? What lesson do I need to learn? Or what opportunity do I need to grasp? When you start to notice these signs, you'll see how God is guiding you every step of the way. These small details are not random. They are part of the larger picture that God is unfolding in your life. The third step is to develop your gifts. God has endowed you with unique talents, passions, and abilities that are meant to be used to fulfill your purpose. These gifts are not accidents. They are divinely given tools to help you carry out the mission God has planned for you. It's not enough to simply acknowledge these gifts. You must actively cultivate and develop them. Ask yourself, what do I do easily? What activities make me feel joyful and alive? These are the things that point to your natural talents. If you have a passion for writing, use that to inspire and encourage others. If you have a gift for creativity, use that ability to bring beauty and innovation into the world. If you are a natural leader or motivator, use that skill to uplift those around you. It's not just about perfecting your skills. It's about using them for a higher purpose. As you develop these gifts, you'll find that they not only help you fulfill your divine purpose, but also bring a sense of fulfillment and meaning to your life. The fourth step is to trust the process. Walking in God's plan requires faith. You won't always have all the answers, and you certainly won't be able to see the entire path laid out before you. Sometimes, God will reveal just the next step, and you will have to trust that as you move forward, the rest will unfold as it should. This can be frustrating at times because we naturally want to control our lives and anticipate every move. But trust means accepting that even when things seem uncertain or unclear, God is working behind the scenes for your good. It's important to understand that the journey towards discovering your purpose is not linear, and it's not always going to be easy. There will be challenges, obstacles, and times when you feel lost or unsure of the next step. But these moments are part of the process. God uses every experience, both the successes and the struggles, to shape you and prepare you for what's to come. Trusting the process means believing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that every delay or setback is not a sign of failure, but a stepping stone towards something greater. As you trust God and move forward, practice gratitude for each step you take. Even when you don't understand it all, trust that God is leading you exactly where you need to be. The more you practice faith and obedience, the more you will see that everything is falling into place according to His perfect plan. In conclusion, discovering your divine purpose is a journey that requires intentionality, observation, the development of your gifts, and trust in God's process. It's not about trying to force things to happen, but about allowing God to guide you every step of the way. As you embrace this journey, you'll find that the path of fulfillment and abundance is not paved with struggle or striving, but with faith, patience, and a deep connection to the divine. In the end, discovering your divine purpose is not about chasing after the fleeting things the world values. It's not about following the crowd, seeking stability in places where it does not exist, or building your life based on society's expectations. Instead, it's about recognizing that God has already designed a unique path for you, a path filled with abundance, peace, and purpose, one that aligns perfectly with your gifts, passions, and inner calling. God didn't create you to live a life of fear or survival. You weren't meant to constantly struggle, stressing over the future, trying to force things to happen. Your purpose isn't something you need to find through effort and force, but rather through trust and surrender to God's plan. It's not about accumulating wealth, status, or titles. It's about living in alignment with the divine flow He's prepared for you. When you choose to step off the path of endless chasing and instead choose the path of discovery, you begin to live in harmony with your true self and the life God intended for you. The journey to discovering your purpose is not always immediate, and it doesn't always come with clear answers. There will be moments of uncertainty, times when you don't know what's next, but that's okay. Trust the process. Believe that everything you need will come at the right time. Every experience, every challenge, and every encounter is part of a larger plan designed to guide you toward your calling. All you have to do is listen with intention, observe the signs around you, develop your gifts, and trust in the process. When you align yourself with God's divine plan, you stop living for material success and start living for a higher purpose. The wealth that you'll experience will not only be financial, but will touch every area of your life: relationships, personal growth, opportunities, and fulfillment. God's abundance is limitless. It flows freely, no matter how much you take from it, and it's not dependent on human effort or striving. Instead, it's a natural byproduct of following the path He has laid out for you. As you embark on this journey of discovery, know that you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, providing for you, and showing you what you need to see. Trust in His plan and allow Him to reveal the fullness of your purpose. You are not meant to fit in or conform to the world's standards. You were meant to stand out, to lead, to create, and to make a difference. Now I ask you, are you ready to embrace the life God has prepared for you? Are you ready to stop chasing what isn't yours and start living the life you were meant to lead? Remember, the journey towards your divine purpose begins with a single step of faith. Let go of your doubts and trust that the path will unfold before you as you walk in God's guidance. As you move forward, share with us in the comments how you plan to trust in God's plan for your life. Your words may inspire someone else to take that first step towards discovering their divine calling as well. The journey to a life of abundance, peace, and purpose begins now, and it starts with you choosing to embrace your divine destiny. Thank you for watching, and may this message inspire you to begin walking the path God has already set for you. Keep your heart open, stay faithful, and know that everything you need is already on its way.